right. Well, hi, ladies. Welcome to our Tuesday night team call. We've got Passion Fit Dynasty and Firefly Nation represented here tonight. It is Tuesday, December 13th. We are quickly winding down to the end of 2016, rapidly, may I say. Tonight's topic is on vision board. I shouldn't just say vision board creation. And mainly we're looking at 2017 now that 2016 is over. So, but before we get started, not too many big announcements since we kind of are winding down. We will have a team call next week on goal setting. So I highly encourage all you guys to be there because we're going to be kind of piggybacking off tonight's call as we talk about vision board creation. We're going to try to take what we do tonight and talk about tonight and really put those into action steps for goal setting for 2017, which we'll revisit for our first team call in January. There will not be a team call the week in between Christmas and New Year's. We want you guys to all relax and be with your families. But quick things to know about January is the Health Bet Month, which that officially kicks off January 9th. And Nicole and I are also thinking about, also if you guys want to, I'm thinking about, we're also thinking about doing another big team-wide Health Bet group in January. And we are, like I said last week, we're thinking of doing starting the first week of January. So January, I believe that's going to be January 3rd, of doing a 3-day refresh as a team, as a group, as a challenge group for anyone that's interested. So I'm just now starting to market that. I'm going to post about that in our challenge group like this week or probably tomorrow, so to get people thinking about it. It's not required. I'm going to say that it's not required or mandatory of our girls or of you guys, but I don't know about you, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to want to do one that week before we kickstart. Yeah. I think it'd be a great way to also help our current challengers. Like tonight, I was telling Nicole this, I actually was talking to a brand new girl of mine, and when as I was signing her up, I was like, hey, by the way, would you also want to throw in the 3-day refresh with your human basics in psychology, because we're doing this cleanse at the beginning of the year. And she's like, yeah, sure. So feel free to start talking about that with your challengers and current girls and new people to get started for the new year. All right. So more things to come on how we're going to be running the challenge group in January, but let's get started. So if you have like a piece of paper or anything to jot down some notes and things like that, if any of you guys watching this on the recording, I highly recommend that you guys kind of like write down some of the thoughts and some of the questions that we have for you guys. So I want to first start by saying I never made a vision board until like probably last month or a month and a half ago, whatever it was. And I've been a coach for a year and a half. Never once created a vision board. I mean, I think I had like a cork board in front of me that had a few things tacked into it. Like when I achieved diamond and they send you that like, kind of like the same thing when they send you emerald, it's like green, it says emerald. Yeah. And I had like the diamond one, and I have a few things that are over there. Like there's a card my friend said that says you look thin on the front that I'll just never get rid of because it's an awesome card. But I never actually created a vision board. And part of it in my head was like, well, I don't have my dream office yet. I don't really know how I want to design my walls. And obviously you guys saw I did take the time to do all that, but you don't need a perfectly like designed office or a perfectly designed like wall space or whatever in order to create a vision, in order to create your own vision for yourself. And I'm really kicking myself because honestly, I needed that wake-up call way sooner than I realized. And obviously I have like my calendar right in front of me, but calendars and visions are very different. And so to kind of start talking about and crafting our vision, the first thing I think we all need to think of as a team and individually is thinking about like, and I want you to jot this down, like, why are you here? Like, why are you coaching? Why do you want to be here? And why are you staying here? And the reason we start with your why is because you have to know your why now, and what your why is right now, in order to know where you're going. And if you don't know what your why is, then you'll never know where you're going, and you'll never be able to really harness any kind of vision for yourself. It's just going to be a lot like floating, like, yes, I want to help people. Yes, I want to pay for my Shakeology. Yes, I want to lose weight. Like, those are all great things, but if you're not grounded in anything, then you're just in a swim. And that's fine. A lot of people, we all swim through life. I think we still kind of swim along this coaching journey. I think that happens for a lot of us. But it's all about coming back to that why, and you need that why. It almost needs to be like if your vision board was a tree. It's almost like your why needs to be that trunk and that foundation, and your vision are the things that come from it. What are some of the other, Nicole, you wrote down a lot of the other questions. What were some of the other ones that there were?
I did. And it's funny because as you were just talking about that first one, I happened to like jot them down kind of in a straight line before. And it's really, they all start with why, where, how, what. It's just very like who, what, when, where, why. So the other ones were, where do you want to be and who do you want to be in the next 5 years? Because you didn't become a Beachbody coach for a few months or for a year, so your vision needs to be big and you need to be thinking long term. So you became a Beachbody coach likely to better your life in some way, probably more than one way, but think big about how you want your life to look and what your journey is going to be. We talked a lot about feelings, the scary little word. How would achieving your goals and the visions that you have for your life make you feel?
I almost feel like, Nicole, we should create a graphic like these, like what, how, and then like have things next to us. So these things, you know, they just kind of come, right? I wrote how, and then like, how would you feel? That's awesome. How would you?
And I think too, another how would be, how are you going to put your plan in motion? Right? So your vision is going to generate actions, and from those actions will come success or failures, but from failures comes success. So think of it in that way too, and try to figure out what you can do to move your visions along so they don't sit stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
The next one we had talked about was what kind of coach and leader do you want to be? So your vision board and visions that you have for your life you're going to have some that are personal, but you're also going to have some that relate to you as a coach, and then a leader. So when I think of myself as a leader, I think about how I interact with my coaches, how I interact with my challengers, how I interact with my coach to prove that I'm actually working on my leadership skills. But also I think of myself as a leader in my corporate life too. So outside of Beachbody, how do I demonstrate leadership skills, and how can I hone in on those and improve those to better my vision and better my life? And lastly, it's kind of another feelings question, but if you were able to achieve your vision, so any of the items on your vision board, what would that mean to you? So, for example, if you were able to,
sorry guys.
I'll just pull one from mine and I'll share this with you guys after. But one of the things on my vision board is to create 3 leaders. So what would that mean to me? If I were to do that, how would that make me feel? What would it mean to me to have 3 leaders on my team? Mm-hmm. And really thinking through a big picture, right? It's not just words on a piece of paper. What does that actually mean to me?
Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine. Like clockwork. So that's what we had for the questions.
I think I might have missed one, Nicole, because I wrote the why are you here, how would you feel if these things came true, and how are you going to put your action into motion, what kind of coach do you want to be, what kind of leader do you want to be, and then if you were to achieve these items, on how would you feel. But I think I missed one in there. Or did I get it all?
If you were to achieve them, what would it mean to you?
Okay.
So how it would make you feel, but also what would it mean to you?
Get it. Yeah. Okay, great. So I think in order for you to create a vision board, you have to ask yourself, and I almost would want you to sit there and write down the answers to those. Those answers don't necessarily have to go up in your vision board, but I want them, however it works for you, but like I have 4 notebooks and 5 notes on my desk. It's not an organized, and this is why we're partners.
Literally 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 3 on my desk, and I think 2 more in here. Yeah. So lots of notebooks. So I want you guys to not only write these questions down, take your journal and answer them in there. And then from there, that's where I want you to, you need to feel this. You really need to feel this. And I'm not trying to force any emotions or anything like that. But like Nicole said, you don't just necessarily say yes to coaching because it seems like a good idea in the moment. You said yes to coaching because you said somewhere, whether that was to me or to Nicole or to yourself or your husband, you said that, yeah, I actually want to give this a shot. And, you hear us say, be here a year from now, to kind of, not because we're wagging our fingers telling you what to do, but say, be here a year from now, put your heart and soul into this and see where you can go. So from these answers is really where the meat and potatoes start to come out. And I kind of wanted to share a little bit about myself, and I think probably Nicole and I is probably our biggest aha moment ever. I feel like when I first started and I was gaining traction in my business, my upline would constantly, she would give me leadership roles and and every now and then I think I ran even a team call, and I felt really cool and that was really awesome. And she would say, share your story, share your aha moment. And looking back, I was like, girl, I had no aha moment. What the heck? I can't discredit that. We all learn, and I had an aha moment from learning from a mistake. But that's very different to what I experienced this fall. I had a true, if I was on a national wake-up call, this is what my aha moment would be. That's not on my vision board. Maybe one day, but not right now. And honestly, our biggest aha moment, what is helping create our vision as leaders, as coaches, and in this business, is putting people first, putting our challengers first, putting our coaches first, and putting our teams first, and almost in a way putting our health first, maybe, if you want to really put all that in the basket. And I don't know what exactly when this happened. I think the shift started in September with the health bet, and I think that's when we realized, holy crap, we need to run hella good challenge groups, because when our October group was kind of a flop, we were literally panicking. And it wasn't this bad thing, but I was like, oh my God, we need to be leaders to help run this challenge group as great as we could. And then we started to realize how much we need to have this trickle down to not only our challengers, but our teams and our coaches, and lead from the front. And the reason I'm saying this is because when I signed up to be a coach, I couldn't afford Shakeology. So that's why I chose to have a coach account, because I was like, hell yeah, anything I can do to help offset my costs for Shakeology, so that means helping 3 people get started, that's great. But I was in this to make money. I was in this because I was a broke, starving grad student who had a wedding and all these other things going on, that I was financially strapped. So guys, my mental vision was dollar signs. Just give me dollar signs. I want that financial success. And the reason I stayed around is because I believe in that financial success. The coolest and best part about it is that I still do, but I had to change my vision. I had to change my why, And I had to change that whole mindset because I flopped around in this business for multiple, stressors I had going on in my life, poor time management, and just crazy life in general. But I, had months of not hitting Success Club this year, and I look back and I realized because I was so focused on wanting to make money that in my invites, I know people felt it. I know that through my posts and through my invites and through my conversations that it didn't feel genuine, and that's why people didn't want to talk to me, and that's why people didn't respond to me when I was like, are you sure you don't want to join my challenge group at the end of the month? And that's why that fell apart. And like through just Nicole and I persevering and working together and having a killer partnership, we kind of realized this together at the same time, which made it even that much more powerful. And the reason I'm saying all this to you is because when I sat down to finally create my vision board and finally rework this office to be what I wanted it to be, I realized that I couldn't just sit here and throw up like the fancy car I want one day, or the dream house I want Richard and I to build, or okay, I won't lie, there is an Apple computer on there. But it's not because I consciously put that up there because I want to work hard enough to save up and purchase that laptop for myself next year. Not just because but I want it to be because of the work that I did. So I made a very conscious decision with putting that up there. But I decided, I'm not going to put anything materialistic on my vision board, which was a huge change for me probably even 6 months ago. Like, I was in this to pay for my Shakeology and travel. I mean, I still want to travel and I still want to do other things, but that's kind of like what I really wanted on my vision board. And I realized, and there are certain things I have up here, I'll maybe I can flip my screen around and I can show you what my vision board looks like towards the end. But, I realized I had to take kind of more baby steps and really focus on what it is that I want and the leader that I want in order to achieve the vision that I want. And I know, and honestly, now since I created this like a month and a half ago, like I already know the need to rework it a little bit, which kind of gets me excited about 2017. And it's kind of going to be an evolving thing, It should be something that you are either constantly adding to or taking away as you go. So if you want, I can share with you guys a couple things that I have on there.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I'll share mine after if you want.
Yeah. I don't think I can flip my screen, can I? No. Oh, wait, no. The camera faces this way. All right, no, then we're not going to do that. I can lift up my laptop, but that's just going to be stupid. So, okay. When I created this, there's some big ticket items. I mean, I put a lot of inspirational quotes on there, but the stuff that, and those are magazine clipping stuff, but then I had to go on and go in Word and I typed up a few things because I was I need to have stuff that relate to the business, So I put New Leadership Conference because that was a big goal I was pushing for by the end of the year. It's something I didn't achieve this year, but I actually don't feel bad about it now because I'm proud of the work that Nicole and I have done together individually and kind of as working as a unit that I kind of feel at this point in my journey as a coach that, if God wanted me to be at New Leadership, he would have granted me the tools and the resources to get there. And not that I think any of this is given to anybody. I think this is a self-worked business, and there was a lot of work that needed to be done this past year that I didn't do. So kind of like we said earlier, you can't be mad about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. So anyway, so I did not achieve New Leadership, but that's okay. I'm going to change that to be my or I want to go to New Leadership 2018, probably the next goal. I have on here Success Club All-Stars. I think I'm only, no. I forget. I think I'm only 5 months away from that now. So I'm excited about that. So there's that. I do have 2 big scary goals on there. And there's on one of them I felt a little weird about putting it on there, but I said that I want to be a 5-star diamond in 2017, by the end of 2017. And I thought really long and hard about this because if you don't know this already, to be a 5-star diamond means that, and you obviously have the enough elite points, means that you would hit elite. And I thought that, I was like, well, I don't need to be elite. But I was thinking with the kind of coach and the kind of person, the kind of leader that I want to be, it's like, I want to give this back. And I don't mean like, I don't want to give this to the world. I mean, I want to give this to the people that want this, and I want to help people duplicate their own success and really turn this into a business that can help them and their families and their lives. So when I wrote that I want to be a 5-star diamond in 2017, it's not because I want fame and glory and that I want to be elite and that I want to like take home all the cash and prizes that come along with that. Or the income that comes along with that. It's because I want to help. That means that's 5 women that would get to be diamond and that would move their business forward and change their lives from doing that. And that's what it means to me. Like, I kind of like hate income, and I kind of hate rank. Like when you hear rank versus income, that's probably what we need to have Rachel Khalil come on and talk about. But I kind of hate rank for the title's sake. Like, I don't want to be 5-star or 2-star or 1-star or whatever because I want that big flashy title on it and because I want other people to see me like that. Because I realized along the way that I have to see myself as that. And it doesn't matter what other people think. So anyway, so 5 stars up there. I have, my team knows this. I have a picture of this beautiful beach house that says Passion Fit Dynasty Retreat. I didn't put any year on it, so it's a little open-ended at the moment. I'm not locking it firmly down in 2017, but it's up there. So that's my far-fetched goal. But I love that because Rachel Khalil talks about how she put up a beach house and said retreat, and she said it was something she never thought that she would be able to achieve but she did. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing that. So and then I have things about being financially free, debt-free, paying off student loans, car loans, mortgage. My other big scary goal is that I wanted to quit my job by June 1st, 2017 to become a coach full-time. So a lot of things would need to happen before then, but that's another big scary. I actually think it's doable. I mean, I know it's doable, but a lot would need to happen for me personally as a leader in order to get there. So that's mine.
So I can share mine, and I will preface this with saying, so I have had a vision board before. I actually went to this bar studio last year, and they were doing a full bar class, and then afterwards we all sat around in our yoga pants and made vision boards. And that was in the first week of January last year. So we had these poster boards, and we cut stuff out of magazines. And I will say at the time, it was very much financial for me as well. So in the organization that I'm in Beachbody, I am pretty close to Liz Hartke. And it's very difficult, or was very difficult for me to separate myself from the shiny objects in her life. The things that she posts about, I think I've shared with you guys before. She's never boasting. She's never bragging. She's never really shouting money from the rooftops, but she does post a lot about her freedom. And what that freedom has brought her is her husband home with her throughout, every single day, right? So that means she's pretty financially stable, and those are things that I envision for my life. So along with that comes, no mortgage, no car payment, no student loans, no debt, all of that stuff. So that's what my vision board was like. Although you will see a post in a few weeks after the new year. On my vision board, I have the word abs. And that shit was achieved this year.
Yeah, girl! Yes! I know, mine might only last a week, but we'll see.
Right, I gotta stay strong.
Still counts. What does Beachbody say? They have to be paid at least once within a year.
So after that, so I would say April, May, my mindset started to shift. And I started kind of veering away from that financial aspect of my vision and started thinking more about the other aspects of the vision, right? But I never updated my vision board to reflect that stuff. It was all just like in my head, right? Because vision can be anywhere. But at the same time, if it's not right in front of you, it's not ever going to get achieved. It needs to be screaming down your neck. Like, wait, breathing down your neck?
Yeah. Oh, screaming would suck.
Oh my God, sorry. I'm never good with like those things. So I took 2 vision board makings since our last team call on a piece of paper, and I really thought about how I want to feel in the next year and the things that I want to achieve for myself and my team. So I don't know, it might be a little bright. Let me see if I can. Is that too dark?
No, that works.
Okay. Oh, it's backwards though. Okay,
no,
but here.
I see it.
Oh, you do? Okay, well I don't. So here's what it looks like, but okay.
I love it.
So I'll read it off to you guys, but I can take a picture too.
I was going to say, yeah, take a picture and send it to me, and I'll post it in my team page too, because I love it.
Thank you. And I'm not going to redo this with like magazine clippings. I'm actually just going to get a frame and put it up.
I love that. That's even like better.
Thanks.
It's authentic.
So first thing, be happy. So that is not a tangible thing, but it's something that I've really tried to focus on in the past like 6 months in particular, and really want to transfer that happiness into anyone I encounter. So that's on there. Create 3 new leaders. I shared that before. With that comes the same types of things that Claire talked about, you know, helping 3 women advance their businesses and see the success with this business and also impact lives of others. New Leader Conference also is on here, as well as achieving team leader rank in the leadership ladder.
Oh, true.
So a couple of things on here that aren't necessarily like leadership based, but things I want to have happen in my life. So we'd like to sell our house and relocate. So that's on here. We'd like to travel not for the financial piece. So like we're not looking to take extravagant vacations, but it's become really important to Adam and I to have experiences in life, because that's what you have, right? When you look back, you're making memories and you're having experiences. So that's on here. Travel. Last weekend we went an hour north to Maine and had an experience. So we traveled there. I have be present on here as a wife, as a friend, as a daughter, as an employee in my Liberty Mutual job every day. I find it really hard because all I want to do is focus on Beachbody, and I really, really, really want to be present in the new year. Bring my student loans down from 5 to 1. I'm going to achieve that.
Yeah, girl.
Decrease.
And just let me say, I wish we'd actually said this before. Anything that goes on your vision board should be, I am going to. I will blank. I will be a 5-star diamond. I will be, you know, that's the kind of language. And you have to not just even write it, but like think it and like live it. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. So I can confidently say I will be down to 3 from 5 by the end of January. Pretty scary, but I've been pushing. And then I put so this is financial, but this is more a testament to me committing to my vital behaviors and my daily power hours, and sharing this opportunity. But I'd like to earn $1,500 a month.
Yes.
Not like to, I will.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I don't have financially free on here because I wanted to set an attainable goal for myself. And the student loans piece is obviously going to be significant, but I put no credit card debt. We don't have a ton, but I'd like to be out of it completely. And then this next one is just something like I really want to do, and I needed to put it here because it means a lot to me. But I want to be able to volunteer, and also with volunteering, I want to be able to give back. So not only spend time helping others, but like also financially be able to support others, you know, single moms or other families, animals, like things that I'm really passionate about that I really need to stare me in the face in order to commit. One that was on my vision board last year that I did not do create and maintain a blog. Has been on my vision board for a while, and I think I just am lazy about it, if I'm being fully honest. So making that a priority.
You'd be so good at that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
A couple quick ones. Success Club All-Star, increase my week leg volume, and team retreat. So those were 3 that I think, Claire, you had mentioned as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll see when I send this over, there's a huge one right here that like grows legs.
Oh, yeah.
That beast is called organization. The legs that grow off it are, number 1, new coach resources. So making sure coaches feel supported and like not having any gaps. Really important to me, and in full transparency, something that I didn't get when I was a new coach, not for lack of my coach wanting to, but she was new as well. I signed up within 30 days of her starting Beachbody. So it's not for lack of her wanting to provide me with anything. She just had literally no idea which way to turn. So I want to make sure that my coaches never feel that way. Customizing and making some templates for new customers who aren't coaches to make sure that they feel just as welcome, and creating those templates not because I don't want to give people the warm and fuzzies, but because I want to have something that's quick and easy and makes them all feel like equals, and gives them the information they need without me having to have constant reminders to send it.
Mm-hmm.
List making, so making effective lists is something that I need to like really focus on because I have like 5 lists. Sticking to my planner, so that's something that I buy a planner and then I like fall off track for a couple of weeks and then I pick it back up and I never go back to the things that I had, so kind of rolls into the list making thing too. And then lastly, sticking to a consistent schedule. So something I really struggle with, I need to make sure that if I'm doing my power hour in the morning, then I'm focusing on that, and it kind of goes back to being present. I don't need to be on my phone at night when I'm spending time with my husband. I need to be spending time with my husband. Yeah. And I need to be doing that in all aspects of my life. So you guys know I've talked about the time suck and like the soul-sucking corporate job that I have right now. I still have the job. I need to be present in it, and I need to kick ass while I'm there, even though I want to spend every ounce of my time with Beachbody. So I challenge you to think that way too, because it's taken me a really long time to get to this point where I feel like these are things that I do need to focus on. And regardless of if it's where my heart is, it's where I am in life. So being able to focus on it and stick to that schedule and really putting my time in and using it wisely when I am focusing on my goals, I think will help get me there. So those were a little bit deep, but thank you for listening. And I hope that they'll inspire you guys to dream a little bit bigger and try not to think so much financially, because I made that mistake last year and it really didn't get me anywhere. It didn't advance my business. So it's not worth it.
Yep. And I couldn't agree more. And it's not that you can't have financial goals. I mean, in order for me, I want to achieve quitting my job means that I need to match my income. So that is a financial goal, but I realize it's not about me sitting here wishing I had more money coming into my weekly Beachbody check. It means that I have to help more people and help my coaches build their businesses more. So it goes back to helping people more than sitting here wishing for financial luck. So,
exactly.
Yeah, so now we just have a few minutes left before we get cut off, but so, I mean, I don't know if you have any questions or thoughts running through your head, Julie. I know I'd love to say, I would love to make this like a homework assignment and have everyone like post their vision boards between now and next week, but I'll kind of say maybe try to work on them between now and January 1st. Maybe make like a deadline for yourself. Might be a good goal to set if you haven't already.
Well, remember because I had to make one, so that was like part of the.
It was, yes, it was. Actually, yeah, you.
And so I have it downstairs, and I like after listening to both of you and like knowing that you've been doing this a lot longer than I have, like I was very much like you, Nicole. Like mine was very like financially motivated, and like and like Claire, like I have, the picture of this shiny whatever, and like all this stuff that like maybe wasn't as meaningful as like I thought at the time. But honestly, like as I was just like writing down the questions, like things were like running through my mind, and I was like, it really like helps you put things in perspective. And like I was even starting to get like a little emotional, just like thinking about like the things that I should be thinking about when I'm doing this, and the things that I should be like really like looking at and like, be more conscious of, because it's really not, about the money. And even in like last month I didn't hit Success Club, and like this month I'm at 0. So it's like, it can't just be financial, but like, even though I'm at 0 this month, like I'm still talking to my girls. Like I still have my group page just for them. Some of them are in the challenge tracker app that we're doing right now. So it's like, just like you're like, I'm being present. I'm like definitely trying a little harder. So it's nice to like have some things kind of to look at. I really like the list of questions. I wrote every single one down. I don't have 1,000 notebooks, but I have this sweet sheet of paper. So
yeah, exactly.
Like I'm close.
Right. Well, we're about to get cut off, but I'm so glad that was so helpful for you, Julie. I'm probably going to post more things in the team page to share more stuff about vision board creation, just kind of like thinking about this stuff. So anyways, guys, well, thanks so much. This is going to be a great call for next week for goal setting, so get ready for that.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
Yay. Bye.